we have a sense of what that the whole organization understands, and a commitment to the how through enterprise thinking, which means it liberates our mindsets, right? We can do things that traditional universities can't. We operate fast, which makes it easier for our partners to engage with us, and my colleagues here will have some fantastic examples of that, and then tending to culture with real commitment. So I'll stop there.
Yeah, and thank you for that. So just a quick follow-up question. When we talk about this mission, that's the first time I've seen this mission, which is very, very powerful. I don't know if some of most of you have seen it. And for the business leaders here and online, a lot of us have missions for our company, but I don't want to say we struggle, but keeping the culture aligned and focused on serving the mission can be challenging. What have you done within the program to really kind of create those cultural norms that you want around curiosity, around innovation, around serving the community? Like, how does it operate? How do you execute against that?
So one, it is led by President Crow, and he is relentless. So every public event that Michael is at, he speaks about the charter. So these are not just words that are on walls and in documentation. This is a living, breathing statement of who we are as an institution. You know, I recently wrote an article about if your mission statement disappeared, and I was speaking to universities, would anybody notice? The reality is that for most of our organizations or universities, if our mission statement disappeared, people would really barely blink. If this charter disappeared at ASU, we would all stop, because that's how real it is to us, right? So relentless championing from the top, but it's not championing of the words, it's championing of the ideals, which means your goals and targets are set against the charter. You're making decisions against the charter. If you're going to launch a new idea, people are going to talk about how it is going to serve the charter. So it must have been several million times that Michael has been talking about this, but he's speaking about this with enthusiasm, and the rest of us too as well, right? So it is a commitment, not to the words, but to the meaning behind the words, and then making sure that all other activities are aligned such that it feels real to people. It doesn't feel performative. It doesn't feel like it's just about it.
I'll add to that, Manu. President Crow believes in the charter so much that if you've been to campus, it is carved in stone when you enter across from Fulton. So this is truly something everyone at ASU really lives and breathes and is united behind, and it truly does drive our work